In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get every single N64 quote-unquote item slash outfit in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. What I mean by N64 is items that were originally found in either Ocarina of Time or in Majora's Mask. My personal favorite 3D Zelda. Well, at least up until this game. One of my favorite things about the game is that it pays an homage to a lot of the older items that are found in some of the previous 3D Zelda games. Now, some of these you could just get if you have an amiibo. You just scan the amiibo, a chest will fall out of the sky, and you can literally just get the item whenever you want. But what's really cool is the devs actually made it so that you can get all of these items without needing an amiibo. Some of them are super simple and are just located in chests and you just gotta find them. And other ones are actually a little more complicated and do require you completing some small quests. So without further ado, let's get started, because there's quite a bunch. So the first outfit we're gonna go over is the Fierce Deity outfit from Majora's Mask. This is my personal favorite, and it even comes with the Fierce Deity Sword. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make your way to the shrine to the left of Cephla Lake, right by the Foothill Stable. Once you get there, you're gonna see some firewood smoke, and you're gonna make your way over there to this campfire where you're gonna find two guys. And they're gonna start a quest where they're gonna ask you to go into this cave and to try and find a treasure that they've been looking for. Now, what you can do is you can actually feed their doggo, and you can use the doggo to go in the cave with you to help you fish out the right chest. Because in this cave, you're gonna find a ton of treasure chests, and most of them all have a single green rupee, but one of the chests has the treasure that they've been searching for. After you get the trousers, a bottled letter is going to appear, and that is going to contain the clues to obtain the Fierce Deity outfit. The bottled letter is going to give you 3 locations that you're going to visit, and that's where you're going to find all the pieces. And the first one we're going to go to is Skull Lake. So one of the eyes in Skull Lake is going to be a chasm, and the other one is going to be this giant pillar that you can climb, and at the very top of it is going to be the entrance to a cave. Make your way down the cave, and you're going to reach an area that's going to have a ton of enemies, including a Stalnox. Once you take those guys out, you'll be free to explore the cave, where you'll find a chest that contains the Fierce Deity Mask, the first piece. The next place we're going to go visit is for the armor, and that's going to be located at the Akkala Citadel ruins. Amidst the ruins at the very top of the mountain, you're going to find a hidden hole that you can drop into that has a bunch of secret stuff. Once you drop down, you'll drop into the area where you'll find this Fierce Deity armor. It's called the Akkala Citadel Ruins Cave. For the last piece, what we're going to do is we're going to make our way to the Ancient Stump. On the map, just look for a little lake with a giant little stump of wood in the middle of it. It's pretty easy to spot. Drop on in to enter the Ancient Tree Stump Cave. Work your way through it. You'll find some vines that you have to cut down. That gives you a good indicator that you're going in the right direction. Keep working your way up, and then you'll eventually find the chest that has the trousers. Getting the Fierce Deity outfit is not that difficult. It just requires finding the locations and kind of solving the bottled letter riddle. Once you have all 3 pieces, return to the original cave where you found the quest initially, where the 2 guys were. When you have all 3 pieces, a door will open leading to an extra chest, and that's going to be where you're going to find the Fierce Deity Sword. The Fierce Deity Sword is a really good base weapon with 38 damage, and you can actually fuse it with a lot of things to make some really powerful stuff. If you do break it by mistake, you can always purchase one from a bargainer statue with pose for 160 pose, so not too bad. Just a little bit of exploring in the depths and should get you 160 pretty quickly. So the next outfit I'm going to show you guys is the Ocarina of Time tunic from Ocarina of Time. This one's pretty straightforward though. You don't really have to do too much. All 3 pieces are located in the depths, and you just basically have to traverse around and look for 3 different treasure chests which contain the entire outfit. There's no bosses, there's no mini boss battles, there's no challenge, they're just 3 treasure chests scattered. So for the first one, you're gonna go into the Hyrule Ridge Chasm, and you're gonna start making your way northeast once you get down into the depths. Once you're there, look for a treasure chest, open it up, and you'll find the first piece of the OOT outfit, which is the tunic. For the next piece, you're gonna go to the Gerudo Summit Chasm, which is located northwest of the Gerudo Highland. Once you land in the depths, make your way east until you hit the Gerudo Canyon Mine, and similar to the other tunic piece, just make sure you get the chest that's at the mine, and that's the one that contains the trousers. So the last piece, the hat, is going to be located in the Sternita Lava Falls in the Hebra Mountain depth. This chest is on like a pillar right next to a lava waterfall, and you take burn damage when you're near the lava falls. So make sure that you go in, get the hat, and then leave as soon as possible. So the problem with this piece of the tunic is that it's in a very awkward place, and it takes a really long journey to get to it. The closest one that I found was near the Tikanor Light Route, which is all the way in like Hyrule Field. And what I figured out was there is a ton of bodies of water in there. Use the surface map to kind of figure out where there's bodies of water and make sure you go around them so that you don't get stuck on your way to the lava falls. The next N64 item we're gonna go for is the Phantom Ganon outfit, the one that looks like Ocarina of Time's Phantom Ganon. So this outfit can be obtained if you finish all of the labyrinth quests that are scattered throughout Hyrule. There's 3 big ones, and they all kind of work the same way. So you go to a labyrinth, and it's going to make you start on the one on the surface level. So for the surface level ones, it's pretty straightforward. You just have to figure out the puzzle, and you have to find the center of each labyrinth where a shrine is located, as well as the prompts to say that you completed the path. Once you solve a surface labyrinth, make your way to the top labyrinth in the sky. These are a little tricky to get to, so make sure you either can build a vehicle that can take you there, or you've gotten enough stamina where if you like start gliding from far away, you can make the trek all the way to it. But once you're there, you're gonna get to a shrine so that once you activate it, there is an easy method to just get back by teleporting. So all of the sky labyrinths are different from the surface ones in that instead of looking for a center area and a final part to finish the labyrinth, you're actually going to be floating around looking for 4 different terminals and activating them to complete the puzzle. Now, I find the sky labyrinths really easy because what you can do, and I recommend doing this, is if you go to the quest menu, you can actually activate the quest of finding the 4 terminals, and it'll actually show you the location of the 4 terminals in the labyrinths. So all you really have to do is work your way to the key point dots that are shown on the map to find them instead of having to just guess without knowing where you're going. Once you complete the sky labyrinths, a cage opens on the surface ones that leads you down into the labyrinth located in the depths. And what you're going to do is you're going to dive off the very top sky labyrinth and fall down directly into the chasm that sends you into the depths labyrinth. Each of the depth labyrinths are super dark, so I definitely recommend bringing some glimlight seeds or some giant glimlights so that you can light up the area a little bit, because you're going to actually do a bit of a mini boss fight for all of them. You're going to fight a Construct 3 in each of them. They're not too difficult. I definitely recommend using recall on them, similar to how I'm doing it, because it's very effective. You can just wail on the key piece to damage them pretty quickly. Once you defeat the Construct, you're going to see a chest appear in the very center after you've prompted that you've completed the labyrinth, and sure enough, you'll obtain each of the pieces for the Phantom Ganon outfit. So the Phantom Ganon outfit has something similar to the Fierce Deity one, where it has like an extra thing you can get for it. You can actually get Ganon's horse. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to Hateno Village, and then from there, you're going to make your way to Hateno Beach. And on the peninsula there, you're going to find a whole group of horses, and in the middle, you'll see the Ganondorf horse. Once you tame it, it's a little bit of a pain to register it, but you basically have to ride the horse all the way to the Dueling Peak stable, which is like the closest stable that's available. And then from there, you can register the horse by talking to the stable owner. I definitely recommend doing this. It's like a full getup having the horse and the Phantom Ganon outfit. The next outfit we're going to be looking at is quite a funny looking one. It is the Tingle Armor, outfit. It is the Giga Chad outfit, coming fully equipped with the beautiful green tights and the cone-shaped hat. The first piece we're going to go for is the hat. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the Gerudo Summit, and just northwest of it, just after the Gerudo Summit chasm, it's above a shrine, you are going to see a little cliffside that has like a bit of a gap in between. And that's where you have to go. Once you get there, you're going to find the statue of the 8th heroine. At the top of the statue, you're going to see one of those sun switches that you can activate by using a mirror shield and reflecting light, and it's kind of a bit of a puzzle. Now, on this platform, at a specific point in the day, the sun shines down on it and allows you to reflect the sunlight to hit the switch that opens that cage. In my playthrough, I got extremely lucky, and I got there at 10:35 a.m., and it turns out that the sun hits this little plateau around 11 a.m.-ish, so I didn't even have to wait for it. Head through the gate and enter the statue of the 8th heroine cave. Once you've made your way into the center of the cave, you're going to see one of those huts that usually hold a rare treasure chest and a good item, and you'll notice that the middle of it is actually covered in sand. But if you use a fan or the Wind Sage's ability, you can actually just blow the sand away and it'll reveal the treasure chest. And there we go. We have the first piece of the Tingle outfit. The second part we're going to be going for is going to be the shirt. So what you're going to do is you're going to head over to the Dueling Peaks Mountains. Now you're going to see where I put the marker on the map. It's kind of towards the left side of the mountains. What you're going to be looking for is each side of the Dueling Peaks has a secret cave on the cliff sides. Not like at the top, kind of more in the middle. So since you're watching this video, you could probably skip a portion of this just to speed this up, but I'm going to tell you how to do this the proper way in case you want to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to find the north cave entrance first, and you're going to go all the way inside until you reach a pattern of a drawing of a triangle on the ground, and it's going to have 4 circles kind of filled in, and the rest won't be. What you're going to do is you're going to memorize that pattern or take a picture of it with your camera, and then you're going to leave the cave and you're going to head to the south cave on the southern mountain. Once you travel into that mountain a little bit, you're going to find a triangle puzzle that has these switches. What it's asking you is to put the exact same pattern that you found in the north cave in the south cave's puzzle room with the switches. It'll open a secret door, and inside is going to be a treasure chest containing the shirt. And now for the trousers. For the trousers, you're going to want to go to Cape Kales, which is at the bottom right corner of the map pretty much. Once you get there, go all the way down to the water level and you're going to find an entrance to a cave. Once you enter the cave, whistle and it's going to open a door leading you further into the cavern. Once you enter, you're going to see a huge pirate ship, and if you climb aboard it, you're going to have to fight a whole bunch of stall enemies. I personally love this. This gave me big Pirates of the Caribbean, like Black Pearl vibes. Once you've cleared all the enemies out, you'll see on the main deck there's going to be a pile of crates that are kind of just like bundled together. Start clearing them and eventually you'll reveal a chest. And that's the chest we'll be looking for. Open it up and get the trousers. And ta-da, we have the entire outfit finished. So the last outfit we're going to get is the Dark Link outfit, which is the iconic mini-boss that you fight before getting the long shot in the Water Temple. This one is a little bit complicated, and it requires a couple of steps. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to activate a quest by going to the Temple of Time ruins in the Great Plateau. This is where we started Breath of the Wild. Pray at the statue there, and she's going to tell you to save her from the underwater depths at the front of the Great Plateau, which is basically the front gate of the entire plateau. Once you've done that at the southern gate, go in and you're going to find a statue that you can interact with, which is basically the statue that was asking you to save it. Once you've done that, you're going to go back to the Temple of Time ruins and you're going to receive a little mini quest, which requires you to bring 4 objects to a statue in the depths. Pretty much, there is this statue that is hiding in the depths in the Great Abandoned Central Mine. And what you have to do is you have to locate each eye on the Great Plateau and drop them into the different chasms that are located around there, and then deliver the eyes to the statue and complete it. It's a bit of a tedious task, but most of the statues are located really close in proximity to the chasms that are there respectively. So once you've dropped them in there, it's mostly just a little bit of a puzzle to get them from where you land in the depths over to the statue where you place the eye. Once you've completed this quest, you'll finally have unlocked your first bargainer statue. And the bargainer statues are the statues that you can buy things with the pose you collect in the depths. Once you've saved the first bargainer statue, which is the quest one, you're going to see that you can purchase the tunic from him, but he only offers the tunic. In order to get the other parts of the outfit, you're going to have to visit the other bargainer statues located across the depths. So the second bargainer statue that I recommend you visit is the one located in the plains. It's called the Plains Bargainer Statue. What you're going to do is you're going to take the Hyrule Field chasm down into the depths and then literally make your way southeast, straight southeast, and you'll hit it dead on. The third statue I recommend you visit is the Wellspring of Wisdom one, which is located beneath Mount Lanayru. So drop into there and then head east and you'll find the Wellspring of Wisdom, which has a statue. The fourth statue is located at the Wellspring of Power. What you're going to do is you're going to find the East Akala Plains chasm, drop in, and then make your way straight northwest until you reach the Spring of Power. The fifth statue you actually probably already got, and if you didn't, it's very easy. It's actually located at Lookout Landing and is the one statue that isn't located in the depths. The trousers for the tunic will be available once you've spoken to a total of 3 bargainer statues, and then the hat or the face will be available if you've spoken to 5 bargainer statues. But yeah, Darkling Tunic is awesome. It's very, honestly, it's just for aesthetic purposes. The only benefit that it really gives you is the ability to run faster at nighttime. You don't even get a speed boost in the depths, which I find kind of disappointing, but it's definitely a big flex considering it's a pretty long quest to obtain it. So the next couple items that you can get aren't actually outfits. They're more just one-off items that you can wear, but you can find them around the different areas of Hyrule. So the first item you can get is the Hylian Shield, and much like in Breath of the Wild, it's located in Hyrule Castle. But in this game, it's a lot easier to get to. And what you're going to do is once you enter the docks is you're going to go up these little stairs, and you're going to see a pit of fire that you can actually ignite. And all that's going to happen is a chest will appear right in front of it, and you can just open it, and it's the Hylian Shield. I highly recommend going for this super early because it's very easy to get, and it's a very useful item for early game. The next couple of items we're going to get are going to be located in the depths. And the first item we're going to start with is going to be the Majoras Mask. Yes, you can actually get a Majoras Mask that is wearable, and it's amazing. So on the surface map, if you look to the little bit west of Hyrule Castle, you're going to find the Colosseum ruins. And in the depths, this actually is the floating Colosseum. To get to it, all you have to do is teleport to the Great Abandoned Central Mine, and you're just going to make your way northwest until you find a Colosseum that is kind of hard to get into. Now, once you find it, I urge you to come prepared for a really difficult battle. In the Colosseum, you're going to fight 5 Lynels. It starts with a regular one, then you fight a blue-maned one, then you fight a white-maned one, and then a silver one, and then a silver one that has armor. This legit took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours to beat, and I honestly recommend coming here with a ton of healing items, especially the ones that cure gloom, because these Lynels, since they have gloom, when they hit you, they actually close off your recovery hearts. So if you don't have anything to cure gloom, you won't even be able to use heals. But yes, if you manage to take down the Gauntlet of Lynels, you'll be rewarded with the Majora's Mask. The next item we're going to be getting is the Begoron Sword from Ocarina of Time. I believe this one is an amiibo, but you can also get it in the game without using one. What you're going to do is you're going to go over to Skull Lake on the surface map, and you're going to go down in the Skull Lake Chasm, and it's going to take you to the Akala House of Bones. This one's also going to be an enemy gauntlet, where you're just going to have to fight a bunch of stall enemies, leading up to a mini-boss fight with a stall Nox, and once you take all those guys out, you'll get the Begoron Sword. Do keep in mind that if you accidentally break the Begoron Sword, you have to repurchase it from one of the bargainer stones that sell it for a certain amount of pose. The last item we're going to get is Sheiks Mask. This one is located at the very bottom left corner of the depths. You're going to find the Desert Colosseum. It's another Colosseum. This Colosseum is pretty cool because it has lowered ceilings, but also is significantly easier than the one with the Lynels. You're going to go through a couple rounds where you have to fight Horoblins in this one, starting with a regular one, then a blue one, then you have to fight the black one, then a white one, and then it'll be like a variation of all of them for the last one, which is like the final gauntlet. Definitely much easier than the one with the Lynels. If you were able to defeat that one and get Majora's Mask, you'll have way less trouble defeating these 5 waves. And that's pretty much it for all of the outfits, weapons, and masks that you can find that relate to Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. There are some other ones actually for Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. Let me know if you want me to do a video on that. I can tell you how to get those. And if you're interested in checking out my entire playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom, it's a pretty girthy playthrough. In the playthrough, we covered all the shrines, all the light routes, got all the N64 armors because they're my personal favorite ones. It's pretty much all the main stuff. I kind of steered clear of side quests and Korok seeds and all those little collectibles, but all the good stuff is in the VOD, and I'll leave a link to part 1 in the description below. Thanks again so much. I appreciate it. Have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next video.